Hey, welcome back to the Chasing Flavor Kitchen. And in the famous words of one of my favorite game show hosts, Steve Harvey, we got a gut one for you today. Today we're going to be making some Bourbon Vanilla Whipped Cream. It's going to be the best topping for any dessert or even your spoon. Oh yeah. So here we go with this super simple dessert topper that's just gonna take it to the next level. So we've got a chilled bowl here that helps with making the whipped cream. We got a couple cups of heavy whipping cream there. Go ahead and put that in. Then powdered sugar. I mean, you gotta have this in there. That's what makes the whipped cream right there. So we got about 4 heaping tablespoons of powdered sugar there. What makes the Bourbon Vanilla Whipped Cream? Bourbon vanilla? Well, the bourbon and the vanilla, obviously, right? So we're gonna do 2 tablespoons of some nice Mexican vanilla. We got this when we were on a cruise, actually. It was a good pickup. All right, there's 1, there's 2, and just a splash extra there. Just a little bit to add just that little bit more flavor. And then for the bourbon, I've decided to go with Balcones single malt right there. This is one of my favorite bourbons. This is a Texas bourbon. I've been to the distillery. It's wonderful. I definitely recommend it. Balcones is delicious. So for this, I chose Balcones not only because I love them, but because it's actually a really smooth and flavorful bourbon. And that's what we want. We don't want any sharp flavors really inside our whipped cream. So there we go. We got 2 teaspoons of the bourbon down in there. Now all we're gonna do is we're gonna take our whisker, or our hand mixer here with the whisk attachment, and we're gonna whip it up until we get some nice soft peaks in there, and then it'll be ready to eat. All right, and we're pretty close right there. It didn't take any time at all, thanks to the electric hand mixer there. But that's almost where we want to be. It's a soft peak, so I'm gonna go just a little bit longer. I just want a little bit more shape to it. And that should be it right there. There we go. See, it's a good soft peak. It's not super hard, but it doesn't fall immediately, and that's what you want to see. That's a good definition of a soft peak right there. So let's go ahead and put this down and grab a spoon and give this a try, man. Super excited about this. I mean, I love whipped cream, I love bourbon, I love vanilla, so I'm gonna get just a little bit here and give it a go. Oh yeah. Ooh, that's good. Real subtle bourbon flavor. You get it, and it's almost like a hint, you know, a little. Sometimes you get a little wisp of a smell or something in the air, and you're like, "What is that?" That's how this bourbon kind of sits in this whipped cream. It's very subtle, but you can taste it, and you know what it is. Very good. Get the vanilla flavor also. Yeah, and they just marry perfectly. This is gonna be delicious on top of any dessert you make, whether it's pecan pie, pumpkin pie, whatever you're making for this Thanksgiving season, or any time of year for that matter. This is what you want on top of that dessert.